and in Bell-C. Sir, hands up, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your
I also want to
hands off.
How many of our ICE agents have been docked?
On the ground. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
If you don't my hands, go ahead, put them behind my back.
All right. Cool. Other hand. Lay flat. Lay flat.
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
There's no recording allowed out here.
I do not know.
There's no recording allowed out here.
That was Democratic Senator Alex Padilla of California being forcibly removed, even handcuffed, after a news conference in Los Angeles yesterday when he tried to ask a question of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem during a media event related to immigration. It's just one of the key news items this week. The panel is here to break it down. Annalise Keller, she's a former communications director for Republican Senator Cory Gardner, and also with us, Democratic strategist Chuck Rocha. Chuck, I want to start with you, just your immediate reaction to seeing Senator Padilla in that position, in that moment.
Look, I grew up in East Texas, and it's what he was manhandled. That's what happens. That's what you saw, and it was shocking to a lot of us. You know, Alex is a really good friend of mine. I may or may not have helped him move into his apartment when he got here to D.C. I knew when he was Secretary of State, we fished together. He's a different. We were talking about this. I've been talking about this to my friends. Is like he is one of the kindest, soft-spoken men I have ever known.
Correct.
If you would expect this or something crazy from Chuck Rocha. I'm a little mouthy, and sometimes I get a little animated. Not Alex Padilla. He is always very measured, always very controlled. There's a few things we should know. He's got an office in that building. He was escorted into the press conference by an FBI agent and another security officer. Folks knew he was there. And about the recording piece, it was a press conference. Of course, they want to be recording. And he had went there. He was there for an earlier meeting just to ask a question. I had a reporter ask me yesterday do you think this was set up? I'm like, look, I've worked for politicians for a long time. I have helped them set up something just like this. Alex Padilla don't set up something like this.
But let's even put aside whether it was set up or not, because I know that the talking point on right-wing media is that this was someone who was looking for a political stunt. But Capitol Hill is a community, right? These senators, as much as they might spar with each other, they know each other. I think everyone knows who Senator Padilla is. Does this change the contours at all? Or are we just in a place where each side retreats to their own little tribes and says that it's okay that a senator was treated this way? He announces himself as a senator.
On one hand, I do think that Senate Republicans have seen this and have come out and said that they are really uncomfortable with this video. But, you know, then you have Speaker Mike Johnson, who's throwing around words like censure. So I think maybe in the short term, people are really disturbed by this video. But, you know, two things can be true at the same time. I don't think it was an appropriate way to handle a senator at all. I think that that was reprehensible, the way that he was handcuffed. I mean, it's really, really shocking to see that video. But at the same time, I mean, when a cabinet secretary is providing remarks in a live format and, you know, security guards see someone who they feel like is coming forward, rushing in a way where they feel that it's threatening, whether or not it's right, you know, I can certainly understand why they feel in that moment they need to create a little distance between him and Kristi Noem. But, you know, watching that play out, it was really disturbing.
Yeah, and I do think, yeah, go ahead. You were going to
I was just going to say, he went through a metal detector to get in there. If you're the Secret Service and you're working for a cabinet secretary and you don't know who a U.S. senator is, shame on you. Like, we should know these basic things about what's going on, and I don't play ignorant to what they thought or who they thought he was.
Yeah, and I think it comes amid, obviously, a very tense situation on the ground in Los Angeles. You saw Secretary Noem giving remarks on that topic. Overnight, we saw a court say that federal troops still get to stay basically under the command of the president, who has them there over the wishes of the California governor. You and I were talking about this yesterday through a political lens of, is it a winner for Trump to continue keeping the focus on immigration? But how long can he keep that focus there when the military angle of this is increasingly becoming a top headline, as it should be?
Yeah, I think something to watch is what's happening across the country. If these continue to spread, if things continue to escalate across the country, I think it will become untenable because, certainly it will be difficult to keep. I mean, that is where everyone will be looking to see what's going to be happening and see how Trump is going to be responding in all of these different states and what these governors are going to be doing. I think it's going to be really difficult to keep up the activity that he's doing at the federal level.
Let me say two more things about Alex Padilla. He's not up for re-election.
Yeah.
People who know politics.
Yeah.
He is not running for president of the United States.
Right.
And I probably got 15 texts from people last night raising money off of this, and none of them were Alex Padilla. Like, this is not who he is as a person. There's a lot of folks that do a lot of politics around lots of disturbing things.
On both sides, absolutely.
But this ain't one of them from Alex Padilla.
Yeah. And so then when you think about the immigration layering that's over this, right, that's the very root of why we're seeing what's happening in Los Angeles happening. This is an issue that the party has struggled with. And so where do you think it goes next as the Trump administration is saying, well, politically, this wins for us? Is there a tipping point here somewhere?
I think so. And I think Alex put a human face to it. Alex got emotional when he came out talking about his parents because they're dishwashers and they were maids, and now he's a U.S. senator. He wants to remind people that immigrants are good for this country. If you come here and you're a bad actor, even Alex Padilla, who is an immigration champion, says, sure, deport them. But let's look at this from the human side. We can have law and order and a safe immigration system all at the same time, and that's what he's demanding, and that's what Democrats should be talking about.
And when you then see that Trump himself even seems to be starting to be made aware of the reality on the ground in places like Los Angeles, where immigrants are so embedded in the community. I mean, they are such a key part of the infrastructure for basic things like food and farming and hospitality. Trump seems to be aware of that now. What do you think the reaction, Annalise, is going to be from Republicans on the Hill who have been defending what he's been doing on immigration, and now they see him saying, all right, well, maybe we actually have to make some allowances?
I think it's going to be a mixed bag. I mean, you have a lot of Republicans that moderate on the issue of immigration. You have a lot that don't, that are going to be frustrated. But to your point, I do think that is a more difficult place for Republicans to be talking about the people that are in, they want to be focusing on the criminal element. That's what they want to be talking about. And when you do put a human face to it, and when senators can see themselves, I think it changes the conversation in a way that's certainly not helpful for President Trump.
The reason Trump is moving is because the Chamber of Commerce, people who own businesses, understand what immigrants mean to our economy, and they're in his ear now going, look, big boy, I understand you need to get out here and look tough, and you need to do the whole part about all the bad people who, quote unquote, may be here, but this is how we run our businesses, and when you're chasing farm workers through the fields of Central California, it's bad for my great business. That's what he's hearing.
Yeah, I do think that there is a bottom line impact here that people have been warning about, and now it may seem that it finally has fallen on Trump's ears. TBD on how Stephen Miller, the chief architect of his immigration and deportation plan, feels about this. He's been a hardliner for decades now. We're going to have to leave it there with our brilliant panel. But Chuck Rocha and Annalise Keller, I so appreciate you coming on, bringing your expertise on this Friday morning. A lot of news to cover. But Chuck, you've got a new show called Rocha Revolution. It's available now on Substack, trying to figure out the ways that Democrats are speaking to or not effectively to voters in that space. It's a really interesting project.
We're super excited about the new show.
Thank you, Chuck. And coming up